So we got some birch, lots of poplar, jack pine, lots of jack pine, a few black spruce. What a neat spot. Well, I think I found myself what they call a private space. This is only good for the winter though, because there's really not a good water source that I've been able to find. You'd have to work out some kind of catchment for rain. There's plenty of that up here usually. After all, it is the northern boreal rainforest. But you know, you can't always depend on it. No babbling brooks like Wawhiker or Michael Barton have. And you know, there's a lot of fresh water up here, but it's generally contained in rivers and lakes, and there's just not a lot of creeks around here. Thought I'd give a shout out to Wawhiker. I just watched your video of your hike in the rain with Scooter, I think it was, right? That's a nice little dog you got there, a great companion. And I just thought I'd show you what sunshine looks like, buddy. As gorgeous as the Pacific Northwest is, it can be a wet place, eh? Well, we have the same thing here. We're just lucky this year. I think most Marches are cloud overcast and a lot of storms. So it's just an unusual year. Okay guys, I'll talk to you in a bit. Well, that's where I came from. And this is where I'm coming to. I'm telling you, this is a great workout, man. Just a good pump on the thighs. Snow is deep and wet. This is definitely not a good day for traditional snowshoes. I'm really glad I have my synthetics on. The aluminums are performing really well. Wow, this is pretty cool. It's kind of like a tabletop here. Highest point so far. And then it drops into our black spruce swamp. Although this is quite a ways back into it from where I usually take you guys into. That sun is very intense today. There's a little Labrador tea down here. There, look at this. Nice place for a tea break, eh? Plenty of Labrador in this area. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a squirrel over there. Let's go see what Mr. Squirrel's doing. Oh my gosh, is this deep? There he goes. It's like a red squirrel. And I'm sure you can't see it. And of course, now he's not going to show himself because he's camera shy. But I understand. I know the feeling. And then basically, it looks like I've just come around in a bit of a horseshoe. And it kind of drops off after that as I'm heading back towards the trail. But pretty wild. This is all granite. So pretty dry in the summer. As we can see by these jack pines, well drained up here. Here we go. All right, we are full circle. You can see my trail over there in the distance. And there goes kind of like the bivouac grove over there, and the fire next to it, just to the right. So thus ends our journey. Well, if there's anything else interesting to see, guys, I'll show you. Otherwise, this is Ken Esser signing out for now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot lunch. Having too much fun in the sun there, buddies. Well, I got the Vargo titanium multi-fuel stove with the Trangia burner. I'm just waiting for it to bloom. Then I'm going to put on one of Hungry Hammock Hanger's specialties, spaghetti, on the boil in my titanium Vargo mug. And then after that, we will put it in this homemade cozy coat for 15 minutes, and we shall have a meal. Maybe in a future date, I'll demonstrate the BCB Crusader cook cup with the Wall Hiker mod with the endless alcohol supply. So anyway, let's give this a whirl. Okay. I put it on at exactly 240, so we'll time it and see what it takes. Let's also see what the temperature is here today. Temperature is 11 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it took 14 minutes for the spaghetti to come to a boil, so I got it in the cozy coat now. I should be ready to eat in about 15 minutes. And now I put on some snow. I'm going to melt some snow with the remaining alcohol and make a cup of tea and some wash water. And we shall feast. Okay guys, I got to do to you like what Michael likes to do. He likes to tantalize you with a cool looking meal. So that's the finished product. And it's looking mighty fine, and it is smelling great, and it is looking nice and piping hot after 15 minutes. That's done very well. Nice and tender, rehydrated, as if we just made it on the stove. We're right on to Hungry Hammock Hanger. He's done a wonderful job. Now I had to refill the Trangia to get this onto a boil. The snow is melted, but just not enough energy. Admittedly, I'm boiling more water than I really need to, but just seeing what it can do. Time for a cup of tea. Well, bon appetit. And to store the Vargo cup, I just put the Trangia in my little squishy bowl, chuck in my spoon, a little extra alcohol, nest that in the large squishy bowl, correction, then store the Vargo in the cozy coat inside the squishy bowl, and then put it back on the stuff sack. And then I can store all that in the Mors Kochanski, what is that, almost 2 liter